Salutations to all our future judges. In this video, we are going to see how to clear All India Bar Exam AIBE in a single attempt. Various tips in this regard have been provided in this video to ensure that you clear your All India Bar Exam in a single attempt. In addition to this, the qualifications, requirements, various changes which have been brought in this exam and the history of this All India Bar Exam has also been provided in this video. I hope this would be of great help to people who are preparing for their All India Bar Exam. In addition to this, I personally want to thank Ms. Navina, who is a volunteer in our channel. She has contributed materials for this particular video. She provided the PowerPoint slides to create this particular video. If you want to record an appreciation for her efforts, you can very well place them in the comment section. History of All India Bar Exam. Initially, on April 10, 2010 and April 30, 2010, Bar Council of India constituted meetings on these 2 days, and a notification with regard to All India Bar Examination was passed by the Legal Education Committee as well as the members of the Bar Council of India on those specified dates, that is on April 10, 2010 and April 30, 2010. And it was made compulsory that all students who graduated from the academic year 2009 to 10 onwards should clear the All India Bar Exam in order to practice as a lawyer in India. From 2011, All India Bar Examinations are being conducted every year. Now let us get into the objective of conducting the All India Bar Exam. As you all know, the All India Bar Exam is being conducted by Bar Council of India, and they try to examine an advocate's capability to practice the profession of law in India. And they also access the skills of a particular person who wants to become an advocate at a basic level. And they also set a minimum benchmark for admission to the practice of law. They also analyze a person's ability, that is, they address a candidate's analytical abilities, and they also test the basic knowledge of law. This particular exam ascertains whether a person is capable to handle cases when he starts practicing. So based on that aspect, these objectives are framed. There are some necessary informations which each and every candidate who is planning to write the All India Bar Exam needs to know. All India Bar Exam will be conducted in 40 cities across India by the Bar Council of India. And the candidates will have an option to choose from 11 languages for writing this particular exam. And in the examination, the questions will be in the form of multiple choice, wherein a question will be given and various options or various answers will be given, from which you have to select the right one, which is a multiple choice question. And it will be an open book exam. But now there are some changes, and this exam is conducted twice a year. And once a person clears this particular exam, after that, certificate of practice is issued by the Bar Council of India. Prior to 2010, this was not the case. However, now things have changed. And the person who has registered with the State Bar Council has to clear the All India Bar Examination within 2 years from the date of his registration in the State Bar Council. Let us move on to understand what is the basic eligibility criteria for writing this All India Bar Examination. There are certain criteria which have been stipulated to ensure that the standard of the exam is maintained. The first aspect is nationality. If a person wants to write the All India Bar Examination, he must be an Indian resident. That is very important. His nationality should be Indian. And the second aspect is qualification. What is the qualification which is required for writing this exam? The applicant or the candidate must have completed his bachelor's degree in law. It could be a 3 years degree or a 5 years degree, and there is no minimum percentage requirement which is stipulated for writing this exam. The third point is, if a person wants to write this exam, he should register himself with the State Bar Council. He should be a licensed legal advocate who is registered with the State Bar Council. Only then he will be eligible to write this exam. Let us try to understand the pattern of this All India Bar exam. The first one is exam aspect, which is the exam mode as to how it is conducted. The All India Bar exam is generally a pen and paper based test, which is PBT mode. And candidates are expected to mark the answers on the OMR sheet, which is optical mark recognition, wherein you shade the answers. And the most important thing is, they don't give you a computer to answer these questions. They give you a OMR sheet as said, and you need to shade the answers in that OMR sheet. However, valuation will be done using computers. Exam is not being conducted using computers, but valuation is done being using computers. The second is type of test. Initially it was a open book exam, but now they've changed the pattern. It is no longer an open book exam. So practically you cannot carry your study material like books and the Xerox copies inside the hall. However, you can still carry barracks. Barracks can be taken into the exam hall. That is not a problem. However, if you don't know as to where the question has been asked from, the point of taking the barrack is defeated. So hence, please try to understand the question and identify from where or from which act the question has been asked. This would help you to answer the question in a fast manner. Point number 3. Type of questions. As already told, this is a multiple choice question pattern or analytical form of question pattern, which is generally used in All India Bar exam and particularly in 2021 test series also. The question is weighed evenly with 1 mark per question. Simply, we can say that each question carries 1 mark. And a question might crop up in the mind of the candidates who write the All India Bar exam, whether there are any restriction on the number of attempts. Practically, there are no limits on the number of occasions that an applicant is qualified for attending the All India Bar exam. To simply say, you can attend the All India Bar exam any number of times. And the mode in which the exam is conducted, it is not conducted online, it is conducted offline. This fact was already explained to you. But one basic thing which we need to know is, if you are going to refer to the Bar Act and answer the question, you need to know from which particular Bar Act this question has been asked. Point number 6. As already said, there are 11 languages in which you can write this All India Bar exam. So the simple fact is, if you belong to any of this category of languages, or that is your mother tongue, then you can choose any one of these languages. Generally, English and Hindi is commonly used. That everyone knows. And in addition to this English and Hindi, Telugu is there, Tamil is there, Kannada is there, Marathi is there, Gujarati is there, Bengali, Oriya, Assamese and Punjabi. These regional languages are also there. It simply means that you can write or attend the All India Bar exam in any one of these languages. It is permitted. If you are not conversant in English, then you can choose any one of these languages, or your mother tongue if it is available within these languages, you can choose them and you can write the exam in any one of this language. And the 7th point is negative marking. You need not worry about it because there is no negative marking in All India Bar exam. To simply say, if you put an incorrect answer, marks will not be deducted. Simply you will not get marks for that particular answer. Point number 8. The total number of questions in the All India Bar exam is just 100 questions. Each question carries 1 mark. It means that you write for 100 marks. 100 questions equal to 100 marks. And if by mistake you give a wrong answer, so there is no penalty for giving a wrong answer. That is, there is no negative mark as already explained. And the next point is point number 9. There are 19 subjects from which questions would be asked in All India Bar exam. It is very important that you need to know what are all those 19 subjects, which basically would be discussed at a later stage in this video. Once you know what are all the subjects, then it will be easy for you to prepare for the exam. And next is point number 10, which is cutoff. For the general category and OBC category, the cutoff is generally 40%. And with respect to SC/ST category, the cutoff is 35%. Let us see the syllabus for this All India Bar exam. In addition to the number of questions which are being asked in that particular subject or the act, the first one is constitutional law. You get 10 questions from this constitutional law. The second is Indian Penal Code. You get 8 questions from this particular subject. The third one is Criminal Procedure Code. You get 10 questions from this. The fourth one is Civil Procedure Code. You get 10 questions from this. Fifth one is Evidence Act. You get 8 questions from this. Sixth is Alternative Dispute Redressal including Arbitration Act. You get 4 marks in this. Seventh is Family Law, wherein you get 8 questions. And the 8th serial number is Public Interest Litigation, where you get 4 marks. Ninth one is Administrative Law, where you get 3 questions. The serial number 10 is Professional Ethics and Cases of Professional Misconduct under BCI rules, which is containing 4 questions. And the 11th one is Company Law, wherein you get 2 questions. And 12th one is Environment Law, where you get 2 questions. And the 13th one is Cyber Law, where you get 2 questions. 14th one is Labor and Industrial Laws, where you get 4 questions. And the 15th serial number is Law of Tort, including Motor Vehicle Act and Consumer Protection Law. In all these 3 areas, you get 5 questions. 16th is Law related to taxation, wherein you get 4 questions. And the 17th one is Law of Contract, Specific Relief, Property Laws, Negotiable Instruments Act. In all these 4 subjects, you get 8 questions. It doesn't mean that you get 2 questions in Law of Contract, 2 questions in Specific Relief, 2 questions in Property Laws, and 2 questions in Negotiable Instrument Act. It can be of any composition. For example, Law of Contract may have 5 questions. That is also possible. And the balance 3 questions may be distributed in the balance 3 laws or acts. That is permissible. Or there can be one single question in each of the topic. That is also permissible. And one law may have 2 or 3 more questions additionally. That is permissible. Next in serial number is 18. Land Acquisition Act. In this Land Acquisition Act, you get 2 questions. And the 19th one is Intellectual Property Laws, wherein you get 2 questions. So totally there are 100 questions which are asked, and you get 100 marks for this 100 questions. And there are no negative marks as discussed earlier. You should have a thorough understanding of these subjects or the syllabus for All India Bar exam if you want to get a sure shot success in All India Bar exam. Application fee. The application fee for All India Bar exam can be paid through online mode. Application fee for general or OBC category candidates will be rupees 3,560. And for reserved category candidates, it will be rupees 2,500. There will be a small variation for the general category or OBC category and the reserved category, namely SC or ST category, in addition to various other reserved categories which are available. And in all situations, the application fee once paid will not be refunded. So you cannot go and say, like, by mistake I paid it and there are some mistakes I committed while registering myself. Hence, I may be exempted or I may be refunded the money I have paid. So that will not be entertained. That is very important. There are 4 steps for writing this All India Bar examination, or to say it in a simple manner, you need to go through 4 steps to complete the process of writing this All India Bar examination. The first step will be registering. You need to register in the official website created for this All India Bar examination, wherein you have to give certain details what have been sought for. After which all your details will be registered and the registration process will get over. Next is step 2, wherein you pay the registration fee. You pay the registration fee online as already narrated. Then comes step 3. After all these processes is over, like the registration process and payment of registration fee, if everything is fine, you get the admit card. Once you get the admit card, the next step will be attending the exam. You can straight away go ahead and attend the exam. Once you have attended the exam, you can understand the way in which the questions are being asked. So that will help you to determine as to whether you are prepared in the right manner. There are some tips which can be provided for sure success or the success in the first attempt, or to simply say how you can succeed in the first attempt of your All India Bar examination. First point is start preparing well in advance. Don't wait for announcement of the exam date. Don't be postponing it till the exam date is announced. Next is each and every provision of law you should be thorough with. You should know from which act this question is being asked or from which subject this question is being asked. You need to read all the landmark judgments, including the public interest litigations, wherein so many aspects would have got discussed. You need to at least know from which case law this question is being asked. At least you need to know this. And the next is many of the barracks have given examples which you need to read and thoroughly understand. The other aspect is you need to go through all the previous year question papers. Please go ahead and collect the previous year question papers, read all of them one by one, try to answer them. Then you will know what is your capability in this regard. Next is there are certain acts and rules which are generally used in practice. While you're practicing, you try to identify the acts and rules from which questions could be asked, because there are some acts which are generally not used, but there are some acts which are used on a daily basis in practice. So you need to know what are all those acts from which questions could be asked, or the acts which are used on a daily basis. Generally, questions could be asked from these acts or rules. And the next aspect is you need to have a very good understanding of the forms, schedules. There are so many things which are given in a particular act or a code. So you need to understand what are these forms, what are these schedules, what are these annexures. Everything you should understand, and you should try to identify how it is used in practice. And the next important thing is, while preparing for the All India Bar exam, use only books or barracks which have the latest amended provisions. Because what happens is, if you prepare with the older versions, if questions are asked from the latest amendments, you may not be in a position to answer those questions. So please ensure that if you are going to prepare for All India Bar exam, get those barracks which are latest or which are updated. For example, if you are going to write exam say in 2021, try to get the books which are published in 2021, failing which there is a chance that you might miss the latest amendments which are provided in that particular act. And if possible, if any of the coaching center for judicial exams are conducting mock examination, even if it is a paid examination, please try to attend a mock examination. This will give a very good idea as to how you should prepare yourself for the All India Bar exam. You will get an idea as to how you have to write the All India Bar examination. This will prepare you for a better score or sure short success. I hope this video would have been of great utility to you. If that be the case, please do subscribe the channel and share the channel with your friends. And if this video was at least of a minimal use to you, please do press the thumbs up button and register your like in this regard. And please do share the channel with those who can come up in their life using the aspects or the videos which have been provided in this channel. And if you want to say something to me, you can very well put them in the comment box. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.